Hey, what's up guys? It's Riku. Welcome back to another video. And today, we got some horrendous work to look at here. Now, I don't know what IGN has going on at their headquarters, but they've been spilling out bad reviews for a fucking long time, giving Concord like, what, a 7? Huh? 7 or 8? What the fuck? And then, our graders, they gave it a terrible review. Terrible. And now we got Mouse Pie for Hire. Now, if you don't know what this game is, this was a pretty well anticipated game. It's like a Doom Eternal type of boomer shooter. Very traditional. I don't see how this game can get under a 7, but apparently this review gives it a 6. And before I start this review, I just want to point this shit out. This video has 100k views and 1,000 likes. That ratio is terrible. Let's just look at any like just regular video that gets like 100k. Like, okay, Luke Steffens, he has 7k likes on a 100k video. So now look at this. This is 1k. That means that the dislikes must be crazy, but we'll never fucking know because YouTube is some soft ass niggas and wants to basically shield people from feeling that shameful feeling, that embarrassing feeling whenever they get ratioed by their dislikes. Fuck it though. But that's just something I wanted to point it out there. Ooh. I can't wait to play this game. Saros, oh my god, bro. It's about to be so fire. We got a lot of games that are good this year. Now, I'm not gonna keep on talking. I usually do pad out at least like 2 minutes of the intro of all of my videos with some yapping, just some, you know, just so we can like set the tone, set the stage, kind of get warm inside our seats before we get into this trash ass review. But in today's video, we're not doing that. We're going straight into the fucking pie. The mouse pie, I should add. So, are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, I'm hoping that this is not as bad as I think it's gonna be. Like, I'm thinking this is the worst review of all time. Let's hope that that's not the case, because, you know, IGN as a company should not be putting out trash-ass reviews. This is a professional company, my nigga. What the fuck? Let's do it, though.
I love noir. I'll take all kinds. The hard-boiled detective, the seedy crime story, neo-noir, classic pulp, you name it, I'm buying.
Okay.
I've never seen an IGN review start with a fucking montage of movies. That's kind of cool. Okay.
So when Mouse PI for Hire sauntered onto my screen the way Ilsa walks into Rick's in Casablanca, I was pretty excited about it. But noir isn't just an aesthetic to be thrown on like an old coat as you're leaving your office at the behest of a leggy blonde. While Mouse PI for Hire clearly understands the style and tropes of classic noir films and novels, as well as 1930s cartoons more broadly,
gameplay looks clean.
Get why those things are
good
there,
gameplay,
or how they're used to tell compelling stories. By fusing a hard-boiled detective mystery with a fast, retro-styled FPS, developer Fumi Games has made a shooter that is thematically incoherent, with the apparent aspirations of its story contradicted at every point by the actual action. Of all the Steam libraries and all the PCs in all the world, Mouse PI for Hire walked into mine, and I wish I liked it more than I do.
It's over. You got nowhere left to run.
I gotta see what this guy's talking about. Okay, like, he seems pretty invested, seems professional. It doesn't seem like he doesn't care about this game, so obviously, because like he's stating that he likes this type of style. He likes noir, old school type of style in terms of art and like the world and stuff like that. So okay, I don't see how he can like dislike this game. I really don't. Let's fucking see it.
A bright future ruled by
How can he dislike this game?
Mouse follows Jack Pepper, a private eye in a world where everyone is a mouse, after Wanda Fuller from the Mouseburg Herald sets him on the case of a missing magician.
I can give you more than a crumb, Jack. I can give you a magician.
As you'd expect, that spirals into a much bigger conspiracy that includes an attempt on a mayoral candidate's life and racially motivated mouse-on-mouse violence as bigger mice.
Racially motivated, okay.
My buddy got nabbed for just being a shrew.
Same as it ever was, even in Mouseburg. And
that seems engaging so far. Like, a lot of stakes are inside the story right here. Filet mignon. Okay, we got racism. We got like actual hard-hitting dark themes. Not bad.
Exquisite twists and turns you'd expect from any good detective story make this tale solid enough.
Yeah.
I was in too deep.
Damn!
Deeper than I signed up for.
What bothers me, however, is how overly referential so much of it is. The world is full of mice, so everything is about cheese. everything.
Actual
A bad
police
guy, he's a
brutality.
cheesemaker.
Woo! Stutter of doom. Actual police brutality inside this shit. Damn. That's some like 1950s black hate crime type shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
These cheeseleggers in on the shrew racket.
Run into a lady mouse with a sultry voice. It'll be described as
Gorgonzola picante slapped on her mozzarella platter.
someone need to assure you they're telling the truth.
Swear on my mama's cottage curds.
This is charming initially, then it never stops. Everything is a reference to the fact that everyone is a mouse and mice like cheese, and when it's not, instead it'll be a reference to an old cartoon, or the fact that this is a video game.
When you jump, just act like you didn't.
I should have probably guessed the former.
Okay, I don't see the problem with that. I mean, it's obvious that the writers kind of wanted to break the fourth wall and also really stick with the mouse type of theme right there. And I would think playing throughout the game that would be kind of charming, right? But he doesn't like that for some reason. Okay. I mean, like, it's kind of cool that the characters are self-aware, right?
And one of the first things I saw was a steamboat named Willie, but at least that and the reference
That's cute.
power-ups are cute. Constant callbacks
That's cool.
to
Like, what?
films or other
That's
video
sick.
games? Not so much. And it doesn't end there. A boss fight in the sewers, it's a literal alligator because of course it is. If you're looking for the cheese-like
Okay.
informant, Jack will quip that he doesn't look like much of a boss,
More like a mini boss.
and then laugh at his own.
That
game.
voice acting is
The
fire
voice
too.
actors led by Troy Baker do an admirable job with what they have, but nothing in Mouseburg is allowed to just be. It has to be a mouse reference or a literally cheesy one-liner
Cheddar. What's wrong with Gouda?
No good if you broke
What's wrong with that?
or a reference to
What? It's funny. Like, it's charming. This guy is just a fucking mean old man. Oh, I hate when they keep on referencing that they're mice. Like, goddamn, chill out. It's a game. What the fuck? That's cute.
something else.
Ticket seller.
Like, there's always that annoying. There's always that annoying. Are you serious?
Strongest tickets.
It's hard to care about anything in Mouse PI for Hire because it never stops making jokes about everything.
Here's Jacko.
It just wants to remind you of other
That's fire.
better things. Surely that's enough, right?
Time to find someone higher up and squeeze until they stop.
At least the shooting is better. This is the latest in a wave of boomer shooters inspired.
I like this voice actor a lot, by the way. Like,
Quake, and
he sounds
it's
very
decent
cool.
like that. You start with a pistol in Jack's fists, but you'll soon acquire a shotgun,
the
dynamite,
shotgun.
a James gun, which is just a Tommy gun.
Music is fire,
and more
too.
unique stuff, like the Devarnish.
What's wrong with this game?
Looks
What?
like Elmer's
What is wrong with it? So far, it just seems like he's hating on the fucking writing, and that's it. Just the writing. The game, like, you have to realize this is not a fucking movie. It's not a book. This is a video game. I would always, like, a review shouldn't be centered around the story of a game, because I just want to play the game. If the story is cool, that's cool, but the game is what actually matters. But if he sits here and says that the gameplay is kind of good, but then the story is kind of trash, and that's why I gave it a 6. Like, for me, all the game has to do is be a good game first. Everything else is secondary. Just be a good game. Have a good gameplay loop. Have good weapon variety, enemy design, all that. It seems like this game already has that. Like, look at the UI, look at the gameplay. It looks very
the
responsive,
flesh from your enemy's bones.
very creative.
Skeleton.
That's cool. It has a lot.
Introducing-
It has a sense of polish.
Talismans, which work offhand for mages.
And
in
then
place of
the
shields.
world looks fire
They
to me.
guarantee
Like,
increased energy
this is
should
very
harm.
different from anything I've seen in gaming before.
Throw in stuff like a double jump, dash, spinning tail for hovering, and a slide, and
That's
Jack's got
cool.
some stylish moves when the bad guys show up. This ain't Quake, but it does feel good. It doesn't hurt that.
So he's saying it feels good. So how is this under a 7? Like, a 6 means that the gameplay is kind of mid too, but the gameplay looks it looks cool. It looks cool. What's wrong, man? Do you need some head or something? Not from me, but just from anybody that can help you feel better, because it's obvious that he had a bad day or something making this review. I don't know what the fuck happened.
From reload animations to random conversations is rendered in an absolutely gorgeous black and white mix of sprite work and 3D models.
He said,
The world
okay,
building-
the art is fire. He's saying the art is fire to him. So, again, the only thing that he said is that the writing is kind of cheesy. What? In what world does that make a game under a 7? If the rest of the shit is fire, the story cannot be that important to this nigga unless he's really if he's really just trying to consume like a fucking well thought out fairy tale, okay, but come on, man, this is a video game first. What the fuck is this?
Maybe thin, but Mouse PI
The fuck is this? Oh
still
shit.
dressed to the nines. Even here, though,
This is
I have
crazy.
issues. Weapons can feel weak, especially the shotgun. It's got the audio kick of a pop gun, and there's a strange disconnect to seeing something that sounds like a kid's toy blow off some poor mouse's head as you paint the white of the world.
Fair critique. I gotta see for myself if the sound design is actually that trash to him, but if that's true, damn, okay. It's still a good game though.
Black ichor that spews from his neck. Enemies mostly come out of doors marked with a skull that you can't enter, robbing these areas of anything remotely resembling a sense of place. Levels also really like to pull the "we're gonna lock you in a room and throw baddies at you until they're dead or you are" shtick a little too much for my taste. None of this is game breaking.
What?
The combat is...
Isn't that what like boomer shooters are? Like, you just go level to level, clear out the room, keep going. That's all that shit is. Unless he's looking for more. That's what Doom is? Doom Eternal? What the fuck? That's the entire gameplay loop. I don't know what was he expecting other than that. As long as that feels good, you should be happy. It's a boomer shooter. This isn't Zelda, my nigga. Like, you're not gonna travel across Hyrule and shit. This is a boomer shooter. What?
fundamentally good enough to carry you to the end of the roughly 12-hour campaign, but sometimes it feels like being at a show that's never quite bad enough to leave. And at least on the normal difficulty, health items are so generous there's rarely a challenge. Like any good boomer shooter, there are plenty of secrets to find. Newspapers, weapon upgrade schematics, baseball cards, and so on. Fragile walls to blow up, and even locked safes to open with your tail, which pulls double duty as a lockpick.
Okay, so like, there's nice little items put, or not items, but things that reward exploration inside this game. So again, what's the problem? There's all this depth in I don't know, 6, 7. I'm sorry, this is going on for too long. I'm trying to think of what I was about to say. There's all this shit that keeps the game fresh, so I don't see the problem.
Some of these locks are on a time limit, or must be solved in a limited number of moves.
Like that's cool.
One shot at the good
like
stuff they hold.
Puzzles and shit, you know?
So easy you could probably solve them by letting an actual mouse run across your keyboard. It's very jarring.
I mean,
once you're done with the level, it's back to the hunt.
Okay, maybe they're not hard, I don't know.
Local bar, store, weapon upgrade shop, and so on. My favorite thing here is the baseball card minigame you can play at the bar. You'll switch between pitching and being at bat, and using the cards in your hand, players and abilities, to try to score as many runs as you can.
Mini games? While this ad plays, I don't understand, like, there's fun little mini games, there's puzzles. The only thing that he said is that the story is weird, or like, the writing is trash, and the audio is kind of mid for the shotgun? Like, what the fuck? Okay. And like I guess the guns feel weightless or something? Like,
mostly because I never actually got to do it. Any clues you find...
Very few critiques that actually matter.
Get them there, Jack will just intuit where to go. No work on your part required. What's the point of being a gumshoe if all the answers are handed right to me?
Better check it out. It began with a call. Routine.
No country for noir gumshoes.
That brings me to one of my major problems with Mouse PI for hire. Look, I hate to be that guy who brings up ludonarrative dissonance in a video game.
You're being that guy, man.
Lord 2026. And if you're rolling your eyes right now, I can't blame you. But it's an actual issue here. Jack Pepper is a PI who kills more people in a single mission than Philip Marlowe has in every book Raymond Chandler ever wrote combined. I don't care how corrupt the cops are. A private detective can't break into a police station and slaughter them en masse and then go about his day.
Okay, so like...
In one particularly nonsensical scenario, Jack inadvertently burns down an opera house to save a guy running for mayor, and he ends up fighting an opera singer and shoots her? Is she dead? Did I just kill an actress for being angry I burned down her workplace? If I didn't, have I left her alive and unconscious inside a burning building?
Okay, so he's kind of harping on the fact that I guess what the detective does doesn't make sense. Which I could see why he's saying that. But like, again, this is a video game. It's gonna not make sense sometimes. It's okay. I don't think the story is taking itself seriously if it's talking about cheese all the time. Like, I feel like that's the point. It's supposed to be over the top. not really realistic. He's looking for like a real coherent, realistic story that makes sense. When it's okay if games kind of take the wheel, and remember that it's a video game. This is not a movie. It's not supposed to really make total sense. You know what I'm saying? If it works type shit. But that's what I gotta say about that. I mean, like, there's no way it was that immersion breaking. I have so much trouble thinking of how that can really be immersion breaking for this nigga. But okay.
Mouse PI for Hire doesn't tell me, and it doesn't seem to care either way.
Like, it's okay, man.
None
Chill
of this
out.
is to say that noir cannot or should not be violent, but the violence usually has a purpose. Much of Elliot Chase's seminal novel Black Wings Has My Angel is about robbing an armored car, but the book builds to that. It's a big deal when it finally happens, and the characters have to reckon with the fallout once it does. Jack Pepper, on the other hand, is a walking catastrophe, and nobody in Mouseburg seems to care. He largely gets to go about his business and is portrayed as a down-on-his-luck everyman PI, like the characters who inspired him, when he is, at best, a mass murderer.
You implying something, Mr. Pepper?
Me? Imply? Never. I just connect the dots.
Does that make for a more fun video game? Maybe. But it's bad noir and a worse detective tale.
So he just wants a good ass story, I guess. Which I don't blame him, but this is not the medium for that. Like, again, a game that has a good story is a blessing, but all a game actually needs to be is fun to play first, okay? And it's obvious this isn't like an RPG, it's not actually gonna be story driven. I feel like the story was kind of there just to give a good reason as to why you're killing people and shit inside this game. I don't really think it was really fully thought out like that, like he wants it to be. But with what they had, they built a pretty good looking story, it looks so far. A lot of cool quips and charm and level design and art direction and all that is like, it makes for a good looking boomer shooter that actually looks pretty cool. So you know, damn, he's really harping on the fact that this is not like the best noir ever. Like, god damn, man.
In the story as Mouse PI for Hire references, violence is an unfortunate but unavoidable part of the human experience that
like, go play LA Noire or something, my nigga. Why are you playing this game for that?
Weakens the whole concept. But Will, you might say, this is a goofy Looney Tunes FPS. Why should I care about any of that? And the answer is because Mouse wants you to. It wants you to believe that this is important. You spend a lot of time talking about these characters, about putting together the clues you need to get to the bottom of what's going on, about Jack's motivation for doing the work. He allegedly needs the money, which both leads him to taking cases and doesn't track when I'm super rich from all the killing.
Nonsense. You're drowning it.
Okay, I mean, I could see what he's talking about if they are really throwing the story in your face constantly. Like he's saying, I guess that they are, like, they're putting it in your face, so, you know, they want you to care. But, you know, I gotta see other people's thoughts on that. Again, I think that he is over exaggerating. But again, I didn't play the game, so I just gotta take his word for it. And yeah.
Debt picking up small fries and petty cases.
All of that makes a lot less sense after you've gone to Tinsel Bros Studios and single-handedly eradicated the mob hanging out there, all while doing a bunch of Tomb Raider / Indiana Jones / Conan the Barbarian impressions, as everyone says you should be an actor.
So tell us, hero, what is best in life?
It's just like a fun game, man. Like, come on, man. It's not supposed to really make sense. It's a video game.
Give this guy a
Looney Tunes. It's a cartoon, my nigga. It's a cartoon.
The city in the world because nobody would be left alive to commit crimes in the first place. It's hard to buy into Jack as the regular guy who needs to gather evidence. I'm told he is when he just wiped out the local police department. You know?
The police arcade. We sure went big on this one.
Verdict. No way.
Mouse PI for Hire nails the aesthetics of both the 1930s cartoons and the detective stories that inspired it. And it's also an amusing boomer shooter that largely feels good as you're playing it. But its haphazard marriage of noir storytelling tropes and shooter gameplay are often at odds with each other in uncomfortable ways that weaken both aspects. And the writing is so busy making references to other things that it's actually painful to sit through at times.
What?
This FPS is solid enough if you just want to blast some cartoon mice and not think about it too hard. But once you do, all you'll see are the scenes where disparate ideas ideas have been fused
What
together.
the
No
fuck?
trench coat can hide the stink of that moldy cheese.
Jesus
For more, check out our reviews of
Christ.
Pragmata
He
and
called this
Resident
game
Evil
moldy
Wrestling,
cheese.
And for everything else in gaming,
Damn.
at IGN.
Bro.
And for every cheese.
A
For more,
6? Wow. So he literally just hates the storytelling. That's it. And you give it a 6. It's like that really docks 4 points of the entire game. He said that he had fun actually playing the game, actually just playing it, shooting people, moving around, what the game was built for. I would assume they built the combat system before they even built the story, just like any other game developer would. Again, it's game first and then the story. So, wow. I don't think his points were terrible. It's just like, why is that the main focus for you? Why does that ruin the entire experience with a story that doesn't take itself seriously? You know, like, it's breaking the fourth wall. It's being a game like games do. That's funny. That's fun in games. That's charming. That's endearing. He hates that shit though. He just doesn't like that. And then he's taking it too seriously. He's acting like everything that this guy is doing should make sense, or else this is a terrible game. Like, my nigga, it's a video game. It's a cartoon video game at that. Like, you don't think a cartoon type of game is supposed to break the realism a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Like, let his dick hang a little bit, man. God damn. This game is trying to be erect and you're trying to make it flaccid. I don't understand that, man. Now, I'm not gonna over exaggerate and act like this is the worst review of all time. Whoa. Because his points have merit to him. Like, they're not bad points. It's just he's leaning too heavily into them to justify giving this game a 6 when this game is at least a 7. This is at least better than Concord. At least. Scroll down. Verdict. Gave this game a 7. Concord. And this game can't even get a 7. I don't understand that. It's just okay? This, like, there's no other boomer shooter on the market that looks like this. How is this just okay? This is innovative. I don't understand, man. But yeah, that was a very perplexing review just to look at right there. My name is Riku, and I'm out. Peace.